Hey everyone, today I'll be solving problem number 120 from the SOA FM exam problem list. So this is a dollar-weighted and time-weighted rate of return problem, except we won't be solving for the rate of returns, rather we'll be solving for t. So problem starts off with January 1st, the investment account is worth 50,000. So I put 50,000 here, there's no deposits or withdrawals, so the end balance is 50,000. Then it moves on to on May 1st, the value has increased to 52,000. So we put 52,000 here, and 8,000 of new principal is deposited. So when you do 52,000 plus 8,000, we get a total balance of 60,000 on this month. Then it says at time t, in years, 4/12 is less than t less than 1, the value of the fund has increased to 62,000. So most people get mixed up whether you put it before the May or after, because it's very important to know the order to solve for the time-weighted rate of return. But in this case, we leave off at 60,000, and the new balance is 62,000 due to interest. And therefore, it should be after May. So we have 62,000, and then 10,000 is withdrawn. So we have here 10,000 minus 10,000, and we have an ending balance of 52,000. All right. On January 1st of the next year, the investment account is worth 55,000. Cool. Oh, I would like to mention that yes, you can go from January 1st to 62,000 because it is increasing, but it's too much of an increase that the interest rate is not the factor here. 60,000 to 62,000 makes a lot more sense. Just to clarify, the investment account is worth 55,000. Okay, so now that we have everything that we need, it says that the dollar-weighted rate of return using the simple interest approximation is equal to the time-weighted rate of return for the year. Calculate t. So over here, I label time-weighted with the formula. So basically, I go 55,000 with the ratio of the end balance of the previous month that the problem states, and you do that for each one until you reach the first ending balance of 50,000. So that's what we got here. And then you just subtract by 1 just to find the rate of return. Then moving on to the dollar-weighted rate of return over here, we have that the interest is the end balance minus the initial balance minus the cash flows. So end balance is 55,000, initial balance is 50,000, so that's already 5,000 minus, and there's an 8,000 and a negative 10,000. Doing just simple algebra gives us 7,000 as our numerator, divided by our initial balance, 50,000, plus our cash flows, taking into account the simple interest. So for our 8,000 in May, I have an 8 divided by 12 here, minus 10,000. Since we do not know the time, we just say 1 minus t. Once you use your calculator for everything, you should get that the time-weighted rate of return is 0.1366667 equals, I just repeated everything, make it a little more cleaner, expand a little bit. And once you do some algebra here, you eventually get that t equals not 5 over decimal here, but 0.589. And that is answer choice D.